Hey, this is Khan from Ninja Pulls. Stamina Dragonknight is one of those classes that I feel like has been underrated for a while. Last patch it hit 128k with a pretty easy rotation, and although the major berserk from Wrecking Blow has dropped to 3 seconds instead of 5, the same rotation still hits 125k this patch, which isn't bad. Here's the gear. The usual mini guide is linked in the description, with more details at ninjapulls.com. I put a link right under the video that takes you straight to the stamina section of the Dragonknight page. Watch my MagDK video if you want to know why I'm using these sets. Plus, I made a fun little animation showing how Reliquant ticks interact with weaving speed. Always keep in mind that different sets work better in different fights. But don't fret too much, you can pretty much use whatever sets you want so long as they make sense. Even on a Stam DK, we can keep up Talons on cooldown thanks to Candied Jester's coins, and the longer duration makes this easier than ever. If you want max health food, you may need Tri-Stat potions to sustain. Just ask your Dragonknight tank for igneous weapons, or slot Degeneration for brutality and sorcery. DK tanks should also be able to keep up Stagger, but if you have to do it, you can use exactly the same setup and rotation and only lose about 8k DPS. You lose even less if you swap to Dagger's front bar and 2H back bar. Then you can use the rotation from my Magicka Dragonknight video. Just swap Whip for Stone Giant. Same with Zen, it's totally compatible with this rotation, just put it on the back bar, done. Pre-buff with 3 Flames of Oblivion, Trap, and a Wrecking Blow. Then it's Talons, Cloak, Eruption, Standard, Wrecking Blow. Talons, Claw, Carve, 2 Wrecking Blow spams. Talons, 4 spams. Talons, Oblivion, Carve, Trap, and Spam, then restart. 4 sequences, each 5 seconds long. The core of the static sequence is Cloak and Eruption at the start, Trap just before the end, and a Talons every 5th cast in between. So long as you do that and don't weave too slow, you can't go far wrong. Yes, we do have 3 dots to recast dynamically, but they're all nice and easy to track, especially Carve. This is about as static as it gets, without the damage becoming kinda weak. But if you're struggling, feel free to make it completely static. You can always reintroduce more moving parts once you're comfortable. It's the structure and rhythm that's important. That's what helps our brains keep track of where we are in the rotation, and makes it easier and less stressful to play. I recast Oblivion early a few times to keep Seething Fury at 3 stacks, but it doesn't make a massive difference, so don't worry if you let the stacks drop now and then. Throw down your standard as soon as it's ready. Unless it comes around in execute, then try to time it so it's up for the final 20 seconds. You can also hit a Dawnbreaker if standard isn't going to be ready in time. If you like to use Whip as your spammable, you can, but it puts a lot of pressure on Magicka Sustain to the point where we can't keep up Talons. That's why I don't use it. Plus, I just like using Wrecking Blow and Executioner, never mind that they're stronger. Execute can be a little fiddly if it's a long one. I start using Executioner at about 33%, but I tried to keep up Talons and Major Berserk until 25 to 22%, depending on where you end up with your dot recasts. From this point, focus on Executioner, and only refresh dots that are going to run at least half their duration. Cloak and Trap are exceptions. It's often a good idea to recast these early so that they last right up until the end, and you can spend the last moments of the fight just whacking away with Executioner until your target is dead. If the execute is short, or you just want to keep things really simple, just drop Wrecking Blow and Talons at about 30%. It is good to optimize, but the difference won't be huge. That's it. As usual, I'm suggesting a rotation which should be accessible to anyone except the newest players. It can be beaten, of course, but just shy of 125 isn't bad when it's this simple. I encourage you guys to dust off your stam DKs and try it, and hopefully this video helps boost your damage and makes the class a bit more fun to play. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, check out the other videos on the channel, visit ninjapulls.com, and join our Discord if you want to ask questions, share your passes, and get some tips. You can also leave a comment here and I'll do my best to respond. Thanks for watching.